Good morning guys. So as promised, today is going to be a slightly more exciting day. We are getting a tuk-tuk to the Dolphins and to Sambong village. Within Sambong village you have got the 100-pillar pagoda and the turtle conservation centre, and then obviously we get the tuk-tuk up to near Sambong and we can get on the boat and go and see the dolphins. So today's going to be a bit more of an action-packed day, hoping to see some cool wildlife, and as always I'll take you guys on the adventure. Yesterday was pretty quiet, but at least I managed to get all of my admin sorted for the next leg of my trip, which is pretty good news. So today's going to be more exciting, and let's get this show on the road. Guys, the first stop is Sambong Mountain, and as you can see from the elephants behind me, there's kind of a small mountain that you climb and can get views over the countryside. So let's go and have a look. Guys, we're just walking up the mountain now. It's only about 100 steps to the top of the mountain, and there are all the steps, and it's kind of lined with loads of statues of monks, which is pretty cool. Our tuk-tuk driver was telling us an interesting story about this mountain. So there is the woman mountain and the man mountain. And legend has it that the man and the woman started building the mountains at the same time, and the woman tricked the man because they were only allowed to build during the day, and as soon as the sun and the moon and the stars came up, they had to stop building. Now the woman made loads of lanterns, released the lanterns so it looked like the stars were coming up. The man would stop building, the woman would keep building, so the woman's mountain kept getting taller and taller than the man's, and the man couldn't understand why. And so now in Cambodian culture, when a male and a female get married, the man's family has to pay the woman's family for the privilege of marrying her. And that's largely because of these mountains, which is quite an interesting story. But we're going to walk up these steps and go and check out what's up here. Guys, I'm not sure if you can see, but there are loads of monkeys around this temple. And that monkey is currently picking the monk's nose. So guys, we've just climbed 2 sets of stairs and there's another set to climb. I don't know if I told you this, but it is bloody hot. It's only 10 in the morning and it's already about 32 degrees, and it's looking like it's going to get up to about 36 today, which is swelteringly hot. So one more set of steps to climb and then we're at the top. But pretty much it's just loads of statues of kind of Buddhas. There's another statue over there. Loads more over there. It's pretty cool. I think the story is the most interesting part of the mountains, but it is there's certainly some good views up here and it is pretty cool. Guys, here we are at the top of Sambong Mountain. As you'll see, views are pretty cool. Loads more statues of monks. And shrine to Buddha, and some pretty incredible paintings. So there you go, that's what's at the top of Sambong Mountain. If you look out this window, it's a pretty cool view. We're actually surrounded by dolphins this time, so hopefully you guys are going to get to see some dolphins. finished up watching the dolphins, and the elusive Irrawaddy Dolphin is not so elusive in Cambodia. Whilst I only got one good shot in Laos when we went and did this, in Cambodia there were literally hundreds of dolphins. So I'm hoping that I got quite a few good shots, and you guys will get to see the dolphins much closer than you did the last time we did this. So my advice would definitely be come and see the dolphins in Cambodia, because in Laos there's like 3 or 4, whereas in Cambodia there were hundreds. So on to the next stop, which I think is the Sambong village, the Pagoda, and the turtle conservation, which should be pretty cool. So directly behind me is the 100-pillar pagoda, named because it has 100 pillars, and it's a temple built in the 16th century. There's only 3 pillars out of the 100 that are the original, because it was rebuilt about 1800 years ago, according to our tuk-tuk driver. So it was rebuilt around the 18th, 19th century. But we're going to go in and have a wander around, and as always, I'll show you guys some more of the temple. Guys, so next stop is the turtle sanctuary. $4 entry to help save the turtles, which seems pretty reasonable, and it is literally right next to the 100-pillar pagoda, which you can see behind me. The pagoda is pretty cool, definitely worth checking out. There's not a lot to it, there's a couple of golden Buddhas inside, but that's about it. But now let's go and see some of these endangered turtles.
So guys, this is the Mekong soft-shell turtle that is critically endangered in Cambodia, and I think endangered in the rest of the world. So this conservation project goes to where the mothers lay the eggs, takes the eggs, brings them back here, looks after them for 10 months, and then re-releases them into the wild when they're adults. They had a serious problem with people poaching the eggs or animals eating the eggs, and therefore the babies weren't ever hatching. So at least this way, they take the eggs back, the eggs hatch, they become turtles, and then they look after them for 10 months until they release them in the wild. So you can see here, there's loads of soft-shell turtles.
Guys, so we're back from our day out exploring everything around Kraite. It's been pretty cool. The turtle conservation was really good. The guy asked me to stop filming because there's been quite a few people who have filmed there and then said really negative things about the place online. Now, I'm not really sure why, because what they're trying to do there and what the guy is trying to achieve is to educate the local people, increase the population of soft-shell turtles within the Mekong River, and you know, they do it with pretty minimal funding, and what they're trying to achieve is good. How they measure the success they're having, well, they can't, so you don't really know how successful the project is, but you know, it seems to be a decent project, and the idea behind it is pretty good. The mortality rates of the soft-shell turtle is huge, so the fact that they're actually doing anything about it is a pretty good thing, because hopefully that will increase the population. But we're back at the hotel now, just looking out over the river, and it's another pretty nice sunset, pretty majestic view from across the Mekong from the hotel. I've just got to do some editing from the last couple of days, so I'm going to chill out for an hour or two. Then we're going to pop out to have some dinner and probably have a pretty relaxed evening. I think tomorrow we are going over the Mekong, over there. That, on what you see on the other side of the Mekong over there, is an island, and it's an island in the middle of the Mekong, as I keep saying, and I think we're going to explore that. So tonight's going to be a pretty chilled one, but it's been a pretty cool day out, and Going and seeing the dolphins again was really cool. This time actually getting to see quite a few of them was pretty epic. So let's see what we get up to this evening, and I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. Guys, we just come out for some dinner and it started raining pretty heavily. There you might be able to see the rain, and you can definitely hear it, but we're just having some dinner. The girls have already started eating, and I'm just waiting for my food to get here. I'm being very cheeky and having a spaghetti bolognese, which is pretty exciting. And then I think afterwards we'll probably have a couple of drinks and see where the night takes us. So yeah, stay tuned, guys.
Guys, so that's it for today. It's been a pretty epic day exploring all of the area around Kraite. But I've got to be honest, Kraite is dead at night time. It is now 10 o'clock and pretty much everything is closed. So it's a pretty quiet, sleepy town. But to go exploring and see the dolphins and the turtles today was pretty cool. I think tomorrow we're going to head over to the island and check out the island in the Mekong, like I said earlier, because that's going to be pretty epic. But for today, guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until tomorrow, guys, peace out.